This is my good friend Scott Grimes.
I adore
Hello,
you.
honey. Mwah. Nice to see you.
You as well.
And what a show we have for everybody, right?
Can I tell you, I'm super excited.
Love the show, love this brand. For people who maybe are new to this collection, how would you describe it or sum it up?
So if you love quality sterling silver, if you love the craftsmanship, if you love storytelling through jewelry, the collection is based off of my travels. It's based off of my long tenure in the jewelry industry, and then I've got a collection based off of sentimental and my life, not only as a son, a husband, but also as a father.
Yeah.
So it really is just about storytelling through jewelry with the utmost highest end craftsmanship that comes from our couture line.
So let's go on a safari to start out with, all right? And
do you remember when I first brought this to you? This is your capsule collection.
Well, this is one of those things where, you know, Scott and I have been friends since the moment we met.
Yes.
I think we were probably friends before we even met, we just didn't know it yet, right? But when Scott told me he was going to be going to Africa, I said, you know, like my dream is to go on a safari and see giraffes out in the wild.
Do you remember when I sent you the video?
Yeah, so he pours salt in the wound by A, going without me, but B, sending me a text one day, look where I am.
No, so
and
picture,
here are these gorgeous giraffes out in the wild.
It
and
was
I'm
awesome.
like, really?
Picture it was sunrise, and I'm in Botswana, so there's no, you think you don't have service when you're traveling? There was no service, so I had to wait till I got close enough to the airport, and I'm like, I can't get on the plane yet, hold on. And I've got to send this little video out, and it was a picture of me, a video in front of me, and this beautiful herd of giraffes running behind as the sun was rising.
It was unbelievable. And so you captured the essence of the giraffe for this small little capsule collection. Now here's what you need to know about this little collection, everybody. Like when this is gone, it's gone. So these are really sort of all we have left of this giraffe collection. They are customer top rated. People love them. They feature pieces of 18 karat gold on
14
them.
karat,
Excuse me,
yes.
14 karat gold on them. Confusing with couture. Because to me, this is
Yes.
couture. 14 karat gold. Here is the ring. So look at this sweet giraffe. And what I want you all to realize is the soulful craftsmanship, the artistry, the talent of the designers working with this brand that are able to carve and create something like this.
I mean, and you hit the word perfectly. It really is about soulful craftsmanship. It's taking an experience, not just a moment, but an experience, an authentic one, and then bringing that to life. And while I travel and I go to these amazing destinations on your behalf, it's learning and then bringing that story back to you. So while Jill has her personal connection to giraffes and her personal collection of giraffes.
Yes, I do. Like, that's the funny thing. Like, I've loved giraffes forever. And my kids know that I love giraffes. And so for a long time when they were little and Doug would, you know, give me gifts from the kids for Mother's Day or my birthday, it would always be some kind of giraffe. I have some beautiful sculptures of giraffes from Africa. I have beautiful blown glass
What was it about
ones.
the giraffe what was it that spoke to you? Because I'll tell you what I learned about them, but I would love to know.
Well, even as a child, like when I would go to the zoo, it was my favorite animal to go see. I think I love the coloration of a giraffe. I just thought their faces were so cute. I love their spotted patterns. I love that they're this kind of squatty body but tall neck, and yet they run and they're so graceful. Like there's just something about them that has always captivated me.
And I think that's true for a lot of us. So while I was there and traveling for 2.5 weeks with the Kalahari Bushmen, this is what I learned about the giraffe. So for the giraffe totem in Botswana, they say, just as you said, the way the giraffe has been created, picture that long soaring neck that goes up to the heavens. They say that is the symbol that the giraffe can see above the fray, that they are always focused on what is truly important. You know, when the giraffe walks, it walks slowly but deliberately. So it's also a reminder that no matter what is going on in your life, always walk slowly and deliberately in the direction of your dreams. So it's not always going to be who can get there the fastest.
Right.
You may not know the reason why you took that left right there.
Yes.
But your heart and your soul knows that's where you're supposed to be going.
go.
Yeah, I mean, and then it's not until it could be moments or years or decades later, you're like, that is why that happened to me at that moment because I was supposed to go that way. So for me, it was the same thing. I love this gorgeous creature that goes up to the heavens and so graceful and beautiful. So we turned around and worked with our artisans. And as you said, soulful craftsmanship. These are all after the hand sketch, this is a wax carving.
Wow.
To give you an idea, wax carvings are normally reserved for more fine jewelry. Because these days in designer jewelry, when it comes to sterling silver, it's normally done at a computer animation, because therefore it's one and done, but that's why you don't get that soul. A wax carving can take 2 to 3 months to make one carving, because if you put too much pressure, you have to redo the entire carving. So then there's a total of 8 steps to bring one piece to life, which is why we don't have a lot of collections we bring through, which is why we bring one special capsule collection. I like to bring beautiful works of art that you fall in love with, and then we move on to our next collection.
Let me jump in and tell you that if you want this enhancer of the 2 giraffes, which kind of looks like mommy and baby, right? So think Mother's Day, or is your daughter expecting her first child? This fits beautifully over your 5.3 box chain necklace if you happen to have it. I have fewer than a dozen of these to go around. Can I just show you 2? I'm just gonna do a quick flip, Kathy, so that you can see the back and how beautifully that piece is finished. And it is a true enhancer, so it can clip over beads and pearls and things like that as well. That enhancer alone weighs in at over 17 grams of sterling silver. The ring comes in sizes 5 through 11. And if you want the bracelet, which is that gorgeous cuff, that open cuff, which again, I have it layered with some of the other things coming up, including our last look at our QVC 2 big deal. This is over 30 grams of sterling silver. I'll tell you, you may not want tons of the figurals. Like some of you are like figurals only. Some of you maybe don't think you want it, but if you're gonna have one, this giraffe, I think, is a nice scale and size. It blends in, it's easy to wear, super comfortable. And you get the touch of gold, which I love too, because you can layer it with your gold jewelry as well.
And please know that smoky quartz in the eyes.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
So it is a natural gemstone, and the gold is solid too. And I completely agree with you. This is about a 8 millimeter in width for the actual cuff. So it does. You figure that 5.3 that Jill and many of you love in the box chain. This is just a smidge wider, so it really does tell a nice layering story.
Speaking of the 5.3 box chain, we have it for you in the necklace. I'm wearing 2 of those tonight, one at 16 and one at 20, just to show you how you can layer them if you'd like to. It's $299.98.
I love that everyone's layering now. I think it's fantastic.
J351877. These are customer top rated. You have well over 40 plus grams of sterling silver in these necklaces. They are awesome by themselves with enhancers, of course, and natural to go back to your bracelet. All right, I was wearing this ring in our